This is Adam. He runs a remote sales agency where he helps businesses hire setters and closers, and he also trains people to get into remote sales. The problem is right now, most of his growth is coming from running ads and a few Instagram posts on the side, which means that his business does not have a good lead generation system. I'm Joey, COO at Academy, which is a media company that's done over 100 million organic views and over 1 billion impressions across all of our channels on YouTube long form alone. In this video, we're going to build him a long form content team and system that brings in a lot of leads every single week. First, I'm going to do a deep dive on his business in terms of marketing, and then I'm going to go into all the different strategies that we do at our company that can help him and all of you watching to scale your guys' businesses. So Adam, tell us more about what you do, how long you've been doing it for, and what you're trying to get out of this video.
Joey, thanks, man. I appreciate you having me on this YouTube video. So essentially, I have two sides of my business. I have a B2C side of my business and a B2B. Now, what I'm selling is two different complete packages. For the B2C, I'm teaching people how to get into high ticket sales. And so right now, currently, I'm running ads on Instagram. I have YouTube long form, and occasionally right now on Instagram, I'll post 2 to 4 times a month from clips from my YouTube content. And so what I'm selling is a high ticket sales program to existing sales reps that are in person. So car salesmen, corporate salespeople, or just 9-to-5ers that want to break into the online space. And so that is my B2C side. And then for my B2B, I have a high ticket sales agency where I'm selling to influencers and online coaches. And so everyone they see on social media that's selling a course, a program, mastermind, or on YouTube long form, they're selling something. I build sales teams for them, and we run webinars for them as well, and just build up the whole team in order to sell online information for these educational companies. And so this is for my sales agency, and I'm not really posting content too much, only on long form YouTube, and it's just like basic talking heads on a Miro board. Other than that, I'm not running ads, all word of mouth at the moment. And so that is essentially my business model at the moment with high ticket sales.
Okay. Who's on your team like right now working with specifically marketing?
For marketing, one, and it's just me.
You don't have like a video editor? You don't have a...
I've gone through so many different video editors from Fiverr, Upwork, but I only have them for like maybe 2 weeks, and then they drop off because they don't perform.
They don't perform as in... They're
not producing the content that I need them to be producing.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Just one.
I'm doing all the filming. I'm doing all the editing on my YouTube videos. I just hired a YouTube agency to delegate my YouTube video so they can edit and they can script it, but just cut that relationship off recently.
How come?
1, expensive, and 2, wasn't worth the price. Like they weren't, for the amount of videos they were pushing out, it was costing around $700 to $800 a video, and it just was not worth it. The scripts that they were pushing out it was like ChatGPT scripts, and I ended up realizing I can do that myself. And then the videos were, what made me realize the videos that they made, they delegated to someone else. And so I was spending about $800 for a YouTube video. I was thinking, I got to figure this out on my own. If they're delegating and they're an agency, hopefully that makes sense.
And what would it need to cost in order for it to be worth it for you? Because obviously, once you get somebody into the B2C or B2B programs that you have, the offers that you have, what would be the ideal situation for you? Like $100, $200 per video?
Oh, for a YouTube video? Dude, I mean, anything that's less than $700, I would be happy.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, compared to what I was wasting with them. And then that was for an agency. I mean, like, I'll love with them, no hard feelings, but if I can create something that I can delegate myself and run as my own business and be in control of everything, that'd be solid.
Okay.
The bottleneck that I have is I'm so focused on my program and my sales agency and all these 2 different business models where I don't have enough time to put, some content, edit and sit down and post and caption and hashtags. That's my problem.
Okay. Yeah, cool. So yeah, that's my one goal today, is to help you build a boring, predictable YouTube channel with a team and a system. I'm not going to mess around with your offer or anything like that, or your sales process. You already know how to do all of that. My job is to just make sure that you have a lot of at-bats. So many that you don't even know what to do or how to handle these leads, and you're gonna have to hire even more setters and more closers for all these leads coming into you. Do you know like how much the ROI is like per YouTube video? Like let's say 1 YouTube video, how many customers do you get from that?
So right now with my long form YouTube, it's like 100 to 500 views, on a high end maybe 1.5. And I have a free high ticket sales community in my description, getting between 8 to 20 opt-ins on my community every video. roughly. So could only imagine if I got over, 5, 10,000 on a specific high ticket sales video or whatever it might be.
I think I got everything I need. You want to come here, take a seat, and we'll run through your channel?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I've mapped out everything that I think you need to be able to do more than 8 videos a month. Right now I put 10 videos a month. So the first thing is the hires, people that you need to hire in the business in order to basically have your own agency running. So first thing is a PM. A PM is a project manager. This is going to be somebody who helps coordinate with the video editor, the thumbnail designer, who's going to help with coming up with video ideas, SEO, descriptions, tags, all that good stuff. Pretty much like a VA on steroids. And this is going to be, it ranges anywhere from like $500 to all the way up to like $1,000 per month. But I'm just putting $1,000 per month. I'm putting the highest amount that you can start off with, just so you can see like, okay, what's the most that I'll usually spend. Next is going to be the video editor. And that one is going to be $50 per project. And obviously you can negotiate and you can find editors for $40 per project, $30 per project, but you're trying to do decent videos, right? For the ones that are edited a little bit. So $50 per project will get you a decent edit. And we've also been doing per minute people, like people who charge $5 per minute. So if you do a 10-minute video, then that's $50. So that's also something that you can mess around with when you're talking to these people and you're finding these people. And then last, you just need a thumbnail designer, someone who can create really good thumbnails. That's really important for YouTube, because YouTube is about packaging. It's about judging a book by its cover. You choose to click on a video in order to watch it, in order to get views, right? So thumbnail designer, you can expect that to be $25 per project for a really good thumbnail, okay? All this added up per month, if you were to do 10 videos, that's $1,750 per month, or $175 per video. Way less than $700, $800, right? So this is only possible overseas though, which is what we recommend. This is what we do with all of our channels. Right now, it's pretty much all overseas. And that's how we're able to save a ton of money every single month on payroll, because we hire overseas compared to the States. So we'll send you all of the SOPs that we have on hiring, like how to find a good project manager, the test assessment to give them, to see, okay, how do they do on the test? That'll determine, okay, who's the best candidate for you to interview. We'll send you everything, like, because if you've never hired a PM before, you don't know what to look for. And so what we've done is we've just created an SOP where we compile all of the information that we've had, all the mistakes that we've made into one document, so that you could just find the best PM right away. Like, this took us like years of testing, right? It took us like 4 years to build up our entire team of like 50 people now. And then next is going to be the content pillars. So based off of the content that I'm seeing, right, you want to target students and you want to target businesses. The last one, I think you should have 3 content pillars. If you were to have a third one, what would that be? You said that you had a community, right? What would you kind of offer there? Like, would you do any like affiliate marketing type of videos?
I was thinking about putting like a busy affiliate link, or American Express credit card, like just like how-tos for people that are just getting started with entrepreneurship. It's adding those links inside. So maybe I can make those type of YouTube videos, or I can have content for like my lifestyle. Would that be one as well?
Well, you said that lifestyle is not really working out for you. It's bringing you pretty crappy leads, right? So you wouldn't want to do that anymore. I would do the affiliate marketing one, because that can work not only for the students, right? Giving them access to, let's say, start an LLC with Busy, start an LLC with so-and-so platform, because you're getting into remote sales. And it also works for businesses too, like any businesses that you help who, let's say, don't use a platform like Go High Level. You give them the Go High Level affiliate link and you're like, hey, sign up, and I'll just invite me into the backend and I'll create all that for you. Or, I mean, because Go High Level, you can create sub accounts if you just have the bigger plan, I think. But that's another option, right? It not only helps the students, but also the businesses too. So I'll write in here, affiliate content pillar. Okay, so this can be videos that you make on your YouTube channel that you just share within your community, or it'll just live on your channel as well. Do you have any questions on that so far?
Yeah, I mean, affiliate is more like a long-term play. That's essentially another new business model at that point, right?
I mean, it works so well with what you're already doing, because you're already using platforms like Go High Level, or you're already using things like the Amex Platinum. So it's easy for you to just recommend that to anybody that you work with. You know, it's like a real estate agent referring a contractor, referring a electrician that they know. and then they just get a little bit on the side for recommending them, word of mouth, that kind of deal. So it's very easy. It's not a whole nother business model. Think of it as just an additional thing that you can do. Now I wrote here double dip. What this means is whatever you're currently doing with your students and with the business owners that you're helping, I want you to turn that into content. That's gonna help you make things so much easier because you do really well, I think, with raw content already because it's so natural for you. You wanna just be able to have the camera on and just do what you do, be in your natural flow state and turn that into a YouTube video. And I think something like, if you go to dinner with a business owner and you're helping them out, that could be turned into a video.
So, I mean, what's your opinion in terms of because I think lifestyle will always be great. I think it's cool to sprinkle that in. Maybe like once a month or something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Would you say it's a sweet spot around there? Because I'll prioritize it.
Yeah, if you still want to do lifestyle content, hey, go for it. And you can use that video editor, or you can find another one that specializes in more storytelling, more lifestyle content, has that experience. And it'll just be another editor that you add onto the team to just only do those. And this isn't like a salary that you're paying them, right? It's like if that video is per project, right? So if that video editor is only working on one of those videos per month, it's not adding a whole new person onto your team. It's just a contractor, okay? So, and you're just using the SOPs again to find the best editor based off of all the best practices and all the years that we've done hiring and messing up online.
Are you guys always swapping new editors and swapping new thumbnail designers? Or does it take a while to find someone that's really, really good and then build the loyalty and then keep them for a long time? Or what's that look like?
We like to find people who are long-term, and we like to build a good culture because then it reduces the cost of us having to spend time to go out and find a new person. There's always going to be cases in all businesses where people just churn because of, it happens because of many reasons. So yeah, we like to focus on hiring top talent. Like we like to be a little bit more strict nowadays. But if you're just starting out, bro, you can find a lot of decent people out there who can help you get started with this system so you can get used to it. And then if you need to, you can always just use the SOP again, find another editor who's more long-term while you're still getting content out. But back to what I was saying with the content pillars, like let's say, for example, the students, right? You have a course for them. And in that course, there's videos where you're teaching them how to do something, right?
Right, sales recordings, all that good stuff.
Okay, so you can turn that into content, like on your YouTube channel as well. Like you can either repurpose that or you can just remake that. Like stuff that you're already doing, things that you would already be putting out as value to your students and to the business owners, turn that into content. That's what I mean by double dipping. Is like take every single aspect of your life. Like if you're gonna go out on a run, that could be a lifestyle video. Like just take whatever you're currently doing and just figure out a way to turn that into content. Now, out of these two right here, right, focusing on targeting students and then targeting business owners, what would you say is more important for your business?
Right now, I would say students, but I also think there's a lack on the businesses side of things, like B2B, because I'm only relying on referrals and from like getting results. So I would like to really touch on B2B. Now, a question I might have is if I'm going to be selling to B2B, do you think I should start another YouTube channel specifically for the B2B clients that I have compared to, because like clearly the existing YouTube channel I have right now is B2C. How to get a high ticket deals. This is what my life looks like. This is what a sales call looks like. So it doesn't really attract my ICP for a business owner, right? So do you think I'm making a whole new YouTube channel tailored for those type of clients, or what do you think?
Yeah, so here's my thought process on that. If you're doing videos on how to go through a sales script, how to whatever, for people that are looking to get into sales, the business owners who then see your channel are then going to see, okay, this guy actually knows what he's doing when they go and watch those videos. So that's kind of like your portfolio, I guess. If you were like a UGC creator, that's your portfolio of UGC videos. And you can see, okay, do they know what they're doing before I hire them?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Now, there's also the strategy of like, hey, create a new channel, because then that channel will only focus on a specific audience, and the YouTube algorithm will slowly learn that, and all the videos will just target that one audience. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it. You can do it either way. I like to take a Gary Vee approach to it, where he's like, it doesn't fucking matter. Just focus on the individual piece of content. Doesn't matter if you post it on 50 different channels or if you post it on one. Next, tech stack. So there's really only two things that you need. ClickUp, which is the project management platform. Get all of your ideas from your notes onto ClickUp. because it'll organize all of the video ideas. You can set up automations to where your whole team can get set up in that workspace, your PM, your editor, your thumbnail designer, and all those automations can be firing without you needing to be there. So it's very, very efficient for your team. And it's just a good way for you to just track things as well when it comes to doing content on a large scale. If you're doing 10 videos a month right now, the ClickUp content counter is not gonna look that big. But when you start to expand and you start doing not just 10, but 20, 30, and you start doing short form, and you start doing Instagram Reels, and then you start doing LinkedIn, and you start doing Twitter posts, all of that should live somewhere, and it's gonna be on your ClickUp. I recommend ClickUp. You can use Notion, you can use Monday.com, Trello, whatever. Personally, we use ClickUp because we love the automations on there. Frame is basically the Google Drive of video editors. People can go into the videos on Frame and they can write comments on specific timestamps. So if you have a revision comment like, hey, this was spelled wrong, and you type that into the comments, it'll flag it on the video so the editor knows, okay, at 2 minutes and 36 seconds, there's a spelling error, or the person wants to change this, I will change this. Also on Frame, you can put in all of your B-roll. I know you said you have a ton of B-roll. We have an SOP on that as well. We'll send it to you. So we'll teach you how to shoot all the different B-roll, how to shoot the different thumbnails. And that way you don't have to do thumbnails for an entire year. Because it's very good. And that's like 15 bucks a month. I think ClickUp is also like 15 bucks a month per user or something like that. Not that expensive. That's really it, okay? We're gonna send you the ClickUp template so you can just import that over to your ClickUp workspace. You'll have all the automations, the statuses, all that will import over. And then Frame, you just gotta create an account. And then just give that to your PM editor, and then they can go and upload, and then they can also log in and create comments.
And the question I have is, how do I find a PM and an editor and a thumbnail designer? Where do I go? What do I do?
So we recommend, if you're gonna do it yourself, go through Upwork, Fiverr, also LinkedIn. LinkedIn is huge. One of the recruiting companies that we recommend is Paired.so. They hire overseas talent for you. And I believe it's like a 30% of the annual salary. That's just an upfront, and that's the cost. And they'll do everything for you if you want. And that'll just, I mean, it's worth it if you value your time as an entrepreneur. But if you want to do it yourself, those are the platforms I recommend. Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn. You can find really top talented people in areas in Southeast Asia. I recommend Southeast Asia, like Indonesia. The Philippines is getting a little expensive. And if you want people in your time zone, you could do Argentina, like anywhere in LATAM. And then you can do South Africa if you're looking for people who are like pretty good English speakers for the most part, and they're obviously less expensive. Those are the areas that we recommend, but you can always find top talent anywhere. And again, we'll send you the SOPs and everything. So once you hop on to Upwork and Fiverr and all those platforms, the SOPs will teach you, okay, here's what I put in the description, here's what I would, blah, blah, blah. And we'll also leave it in the description of this video. So if you guys want to check that out, you can get it for free. Just click on the link. Now, moving on to the bread and butter of what I want to talk to you about, and it's the weekly cadence. So week one, I like to think of this as the week that you're starting. Okay, so this is a week where you're just starting to get the ideas and working on scripting and filming them. And then week two is once you start posting. And then week three is just like a repeat. Okay, so I'll walk you through this. And if you have any questions, just let me know. So week one, Sunday to Monday, and I'm basing this off of Southeast Asia. So Sunday to Monday, our time, is Monday to Tuesday, their time.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sunday to Monday, your PM is going to be brainstorming ideas, concepts, doing market research. You're going to train them on how you like to do it. And then they can also use our SOPs in combination with that to give you 10 to 15 solid ideas for the month, every single first week. Then you're going to go in and you're going to review and approve. Can you do that on a Sunday where you spend like 15, 30 minutes just filming a loom for them? Is that possible?
That's awesome.
Okay, cool. So you approve, they'll go ahead and they'll put it onto the ClickUp content counter. They'll start brainstorming thumbnail concepts now, okay? Tuesday is one of your scripting days and one of your filming days. So you bulk script and bulk film, okay? So if you have 3 hours that day, try to get like two to three videos, okay? Just spend like an hour or like an hour and a half scripting, and then an hour and a half just filming. And like I said, the PM is gonna start doing thumbnail concepts for you to be able to approve, okay? So script and film, and then you just have to look at the thumbnails and approve.
So essentially, I'm not even talking to the editor, or I'm not even talking to the thumbnail guy. I'm just talking to my PM all day long.
you only manage your PM and they will manage the editor and the thumbnail designer. Wednesday and Thursday, which is again Thursday, Friday, their time, is the editor is gonna take the video that you just filmed and they're gonna submit their first draft. Now videos should take anywhere from like a day or 2 days turnover time. Emergencies happen. So first draft comes in, thumbnails come in, the first draft, as many as possible, and then round 1 revisions on thumbnails and the editors. This is all from the PMs, okay? So you're not doing nothing. Friday is your other scripting and filming day. So that's all you're doing. It's Saturday for them. They have it off. So really week 1, all you're doing is you're doing this. You're doing the scripting and filming on Tuesday. You can look at the thumbnails and improve them, or you could just take a look at them on Friday again when you're scripting and filming. This, you're not doing any of this. This is your team working for you. Week 2, this is where you start actually posting, okay? Because Sunday to Monday, by then, they should have finished video 1 and then submitted video 2 within this time frame. Video 1, you can post it the same day or you can post it next day. Revisions are being done by your PM. More thumbnails are being submitted, more revisions on the thumbnails from your PM. You could step in anytime that you want, but you could also just do it when you have time on Tuesday, when you script and film, which is the only thing that you're doing. Everything else is from your team, more thumbnails, more revisions, more video edits, drafts coming in. Thursday and Friday, Friday's your scripting and filming day. Video 2, you're gonna post, and then you just repeat for week 3. It's just the same thing over and over again, and you set up a weekly cadence and then a monthly cadence, because if your PM is bulk ideation, right, the 10 to 15 ideas, that's just week 1 of every month. And then you start to do, okay, what else can you do every month? Maybe at the end of every month, the PM can do an analysis on all the analytics, all the growth metrics, all of the click-through rates, all the average view durations. You see all that from all the videos. They can also start to think for themselves too, like, okay, I think in this video, I looked at the average view duration and I looked at where it dropped off. This is where it dropped off and this is why I think it happened. This is what we can do. You'd be surprised, like the people over there, they're not in tune as much with the Western culture, but some of them are very, very into YouTube and into YouTube educational videos, YouTube long form videos, and they can bring a lot of good ideas to the table. Over time, you're gonna be able to hire more editors to get the videos in faster. And also you just want contingency plans in case one editor has an emergency, then you have a backup editor. Same thing with the thumbnail designer. And then same thing with a project manager. You should be able to carve out, instead of maybe 2 days out of the week, you can do 1 day every 2 weeks, but you dedicate the entire day.
What do you and Charlie do?
Charlie will do it maybe like once or twice every week, maybe 3 times if he needs to, just for his personal brand channel. But for his other channel where he's doing raw content, that one will usually be like weekends.
It's all the PM. I just like training the PM at the end of the day.
Yep. Like the PM just has to go through our SOPs, and every quarter we can go over like big strategy that's happening across all of YouTube, like telling you, okay, this is what's working, this is what you should experiment with, and getting your PM more trained on the things that we're learning at the same time with our PMs and our team. Do you have any questions?
Okay, so on average, PMs are 1K a month, yeah? Is that like the max, is it the minimum? What's that look like?
That's the max that you can start off with. Obviously, you can go higher, but you don't need to.
And then do I want to look for someone that has past PM experience? Or is it someone that I have to train up from the ground up?
So what we look for, and this will be on the SOP too, PM should love YouTube, first of all, and have some sort of management experience. They don't have to be a project manager specifically. They just have to really love YouTube, and they just have to have management experience, like working with others. Because that's the main thing that they're going to be doing, right? They're going to be the people who are working very closely with your editor and your thumbnail designer. So if they're not able to lead and they're not able to manage properly, then that's where things fall apart. Everything else they can learn.
How long do you think, if I were to start, let's say like today's Sunday and I would film Tuesday, and obviously from today to Tuesday I'm going to be looking for a PM, look for editor, look for a thumbnail designer. How long do you think like it would take me to just get up and start ramping things as soon as possible?
If you can spend time within the next like week or 2, you should be able to find all of these people.
Then how long? 2 weeks?
In like 1 to 2 weeks, you should be able to find the editor and thumbnail designer. Having a good project manager is very important, so I would spend maybe another week on that. So maybe 3 weeks max.
Yeah. Now the project manager, that's just to delegate it. Yeah, that's it. That way I'm not so much in the equation. So do you think it's most important to get the editor and the thumbnail designer first, and then kind of slowly work my way? Because even for myself, like I don't even really know, not yet, how to structure, editors and thumbnails.
That's fine. They will jump on the team and be able to immediately jump onto our SOPs. And just running the math with you really quick, if you were to post one video per week, which you could do way more for the whole year, it's 52 weeks, so that's 52 high quality long form content videos. If one video can get you 500 views, 100 views, but get you 8 to 20 customers per video, just imagine like how much more you can do if you were to do 2 videos per week. Then it's 104 videos. If you do 3 videos per week, eventually, you know, with these filming sessions, right? You have 3 hours here on Tuesday and 6 hours here on Friday, like you said. That's more than enough to do 2 videos at least a week. You can do 3, you can do 4 if you're really focused.
I think for this strategy, it's just not going to not work. Like it's a volume game at that point. Because the problem with that I've been seeing with my brand view is just not enough volume. Like there's only like 30 videos long form on there. And so if I can have a long form video like this and get everything suited up with the PM, delegating everything, because it does take a lot of my time. Like I could be filming a lot more, and I think it's my priority. And then obviously the next thing I would obviously open the discussion. I think what my PM does and my editor do this, turning my long form into short form clips, right? On my Instagram. I'm sure you've seen my Instagram. There's been some short form from my long form clips. Would my editor be doing that? Would my PM be structuring that? Like who's doing that?
Your editor could do that, but usually the long form editor should just focus on long form edits. Eventually, as you ramp up, you should get a short form editor who's only focused on creating the best short form content possible. And that's much different. If you just repurpose content, that's easy. They could do that very fast. You know, it's just clipping. They can use AI to do that. But where short form really comes into the mix is when you can do custom short form content. But with that, it's a whole nother system.
Would you say it's the same system for YouTube? And it's the same thing for shorts or like short form?
It's pretty much the same system, but I would say focus on long form content because that's where a lot of the trust is built and a lot of the conversions are. Okay, dude, so very, very simple stuff. I know it could get complicated sometimes, but my goal was just to make sure that you spend the least amount of time on making the videos so that your team can take on the operations. That's the game. That's how we've been able to do it for our 50 plus different YouTube channels. Yeah. Is we just build out these systems with project managers, editors, thumbnail designers. So here's your 90-day media plan, okay? Hire your PM, your editor, and your thumbnail designer. Our SOPs will help you with that. Commit to filming at least 2 videos per week, which you've already been doing. Shouldn't be hard. Try to ramp up, but just do 2 videos at least. Import our ClickUp content counter and start using that ClickUp content counter to organize all of your content. Yeah. Because as you scale up, you do more content per week, it's going to get messy. You need to organize it. Last thing is to just start the weekly cadence that I've outlined for you. Make use of the SOPs, and every quarter we'll get together for strategy, and let me know if you have any questions.
Yeah, so based off what you've seen my YouTube at right now, if I stick to it verbatim, PM, editor, thumbnail designer, all that good stuff, where do you think my account could be in the next 90 days?
Well, for sure in the next 90 days, you're going to have over 100 pieces of long form content. That should be the only goal that you set, honestly.
Don't worry about subscribers. Don't worry about views. Don't worry about, why shouldn't I worry about that?
In 2025 and 2026, it's no longer about subscribers. It's no longer about how many views you used to get. New channels are blowing up every single day just because they make solid videos and they do it consistently. So the only thing that's stopping most people is having a team that can help them do it consistently. Because if you're doing it all by yourself, chances are you're going to burn out. So if you're watching this and you're like, Adam, your business works, you already know how to sell to your customers, but you're just not getting enough leads and you don't have a good YouTube long form system. Again, YouTube long form is king. Short form works, all that stuff works, but YouTube long form is where we've seen a lot of our success just because so many people spend so much time with you on YouTube long form and they generate a lot of trust with you this way. So if you want to borrow this same system that I walked Adam through today, you can use that. All of our SOPs are down below. And if you want to work with us where we will do literally everything that we talked about today for you, we'll even hire out a person to film for you if you're a brand who doesn't need to be, you don't need to be the face of the channel. We can hire a host to be the person on the channel for you. Just click on the link down below, fill out the form, and we'll see if we can help you.
Awesome, Joey. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate this. I will definitely be putting the PM, editor, thumbnail designer to play ASAP. This is insane. And it's honestly so simple. Like, if you're looking at it, like, look how simple this looks. Yeah. It's just a matter of staying consistent with it and actually getting the post. Because at least for me, what I learned, if I can share what I've learned throughout this whole process, is like, 1, subscribers don't matter, views don't matter, because we know it works. Just a matter of doing it way more at scale so I can focus on my actual fulfillment on my businesses businesses, my sales teams, my clients, focus on filming and not have to worry about like the miscellaneous edits and miscellaneous things that go around with YouTube, because this is going to take weight off the shoulder for sure, so I can start focusing on scaling the business, because at the end of the day, I only have 2 hands and 24 hours in the day, you know? So that's solid. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. And you can thank me in a year once you have over 100 videos out on your channel.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Pumping you so many leads that you don't even know what to do with them.